Did these look like new pictures or old pictures?
Old pictures.
Yeah, you didn't take this on your iPhone. Yeah. So this guy lived to the end of the 18th century and the beginning of the 19th century. And this is him as well. You can kind of see from these three pictures that this is kind of a younger version of him, maybe middle-aged, and this guy looks like an old guy, right? But in all three pictures, what are they wearing? Yes. What do you think he's wearing? What do they think? What does it look like?
Suit.
It looks like a suit. Okay. What else might it be? Yes.
Army suit.
An army suit, or maybe like a uniform. Would that be a better word? Yeah, it looks like a uniform. Okay, so he's wearing a uniform because he was in the Marines. And he joined the Marines because he wanted to serve his country, but also because he loved music and he wanted to be a part of the Marine band, which were notorious for being a very good group. So this is John Phillips Sousa. The other thing about John Phillips Sousa is he is called the March King because he made so many marches. He made over 100 marches and was just out of the love of our country, made all these marches, and they became so very, very patriotic. So to begin our warm-up, that's not the right place. We're going to be listening to one of his marches and called it the Washington Post March. All right. Stuff to do today, and don't worry if you realize that you didn't get a chance. We have other stuff that's exciting that's coming up. What does this say over here?
Surprise!
I wonder what that is. I guess we'll figure it out. All right, so moving on. So John Phillips Sousa was the March King. Everyone say March King.
March King!
He was the March King because he made so many marches. He contributed a lot of stuff to the whole musical world that we have here in America because he made so many patriotic pieces. Okay? All right. So another piece, and maybe the most well-known piece that he wrote, was another march called Stars and Stripes Forever. If you can, please point in the room to where you can find stars and stripes. In the room. Where in the room can you find stars and stripes? Did should be pointing to where you think. Okay? I see some people pointing to the star on the back. I see some people pointing to the star over there on the shelf. I see some people pointing to these American flags in this cup. I see some people pointing to this American flag over here. That's exactly right. So these are stars and stripes. So he named it the Stars and Stripes because he wanted to write a song for the love of his country and for the love of his flag, which is our flag, the American flag. All right? So, for this activity, we're going to be standing up and conducting. So I need everybody to stand up. Shh. You have to do it really, really well.
Led the Marine Band.
All right, so if we look at this, what's he wearing?
A uniform.
Kind of like what John Phillips Sousa was wearing, right? This is the same exact band that John Phillips Sousa was in and a big part of. But this is like today. John Phillips Sousa was in there a long time ago. But this is the same exact band. This is how long it's been apart. Okay? It's talking about John Phillips
The
Sousa.
inspiration for this march was born of a combination of homesickness, fond memories of his time as leader of the Marine Band, and his stirring recollection of the American flag flying over the White House. The resulting march became his best-known work, and in 1987, it officially became our national march, the Stars and Stripes Forever.
All right, here we go. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Very nice job. Thank you very much. When you're done using the baton, please take a seat. Take a seat. Only going to give the baton to people who are conducting. Very nice job. Thank you. Take a seat. Very nice job. Thank you very much. Take a seat. Very, very nice. Thank you. Take a seat. There's some very good conductors in here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't have to give him mine at 4. Very nice. Thank you very much. Take a seat. Thank you very much. Take a seat. Nice job. Take a seat. Nice job. Very nice job. Thank you very much. Take a seat. Nice job. Take a seat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice job. Take a seat. Thank you very much. Take a seat. Very nice job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Take a seat. Yeah, conducting, buddy.
Look how band directing world.
Alright, nice job. Thank you very much. Alright, so you did a pretty good job of conducting. You got some great conducting here. But everybody look at this, look at the board. It's the same band that John Phillips Sousa made such a name in. Alright, so this guy is kind of what you guys were just like, okay? So that was the Stars and Stripes Forever in March that he wrote because of the love of his flag and the love of his country. Alright. It is exactly like being in a parade. Alright? So here's the other thing about John Phillips Sousa. He played the tuba. And the tuba is one of the biggest brass instruments in the band. And once he played the tuba, he actually came across a problem that many people were having in marching band. Because the tuba was so big, they would march with it and it's so heavy. So after every time they would march with it, they were like, my arms are so tired. Because they had to hold it up with their hands like this. But then John Phillips Sousa was like, I bet I can make it easier for everybody if I said, oh, what if we had the tuba on our shoulders rather than our arms so we could have it rest on our bodies and use our arms just to play it. And so this is the adaptation or the change in tubas for marching band. And he was a big help in making that. So I want us to watch some real sousaphones play, okay? Jermaine. Let's see if you can go up. We got a lot of cool things going on. See us resting on their shoulder? Alright? So those are sousaphones. The kind of tuba that they use in marching bands. So I want everybody to say sousaphone.
Sousaphone!
Exactly what that instrument is. Alright, so that is what we're talking about. Shh. Alright, yes. Guys, we're supposed to use the bathroom before encore class. Alright? We're almost all the way through some stuff, and then we'll be able to use. I'm sure you'll get a chance after this class. Yes, is that what you're asking too? Guys, it's gonna be.
We're wasting time.
We're wasting time. If you go to the bathroom, you might miss our surprise. Okay? Yes.
Did they turn the soul to that other
Yeah, this is the sousaphone. This is the tuba, this is the sousaphone.
So
A sousaphone. Yes?
Did they turn the sousaphone to a tuba?
Tuba? No, they made the tuba into the sousaphone so they could have a easier instrument to march with. Okay? All right, we're done with questions for now. All right. So, this is what we need.
The sousaphone is easy to carry. Like John Phil Sousa. George Washington.
All right, we gotta sing a song. After we go through some stuff. Who's that?
George Washington.
That's exactly right. Repeat after me. George Washington.
George Washington.
George Washington.
George Washington.
Very nice. That's George Washington. Show me with a finger what number president he was. That's exactly right. He was number 1. He was the first president. All right? There we go. So, we have a little song to talk about today. All right? So, first of all, I actually have a little question about the last slide. I wonder why he's not smiling with his teeth.
He doesn't have teeth.
We might figure that out later.
He does not have teeth.
All right, so we need to sing our song. Please stand up. Stand up.
That's why he gets with his mouth.
All right. Look at the board and listen to me. George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can. Look at the board, let it be. George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can. Alright, so this is the song that we're going to be singing. Here's what I need. Shh. This time when we go through it, please stand up, my friend. Thank you very much. Alright, when we do it again, I want us to do macro beats in our feet like this. George Washington, George Washington. Alright, here we go. About to start it? Here we go. Here we go. George Washington, George. Macro beats. He was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can. I don't see anybody doing macro beats. Here we go. Like this. And down. And down. There we go. George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, said George Washington can. All right, this time I want to do micro beats on our shoulders like this. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can. All right, pretty good, pretty good. All right, go ahead and sit down. Sit down, sit down. Yes. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. People aren't following my directions. Please sit down.
How about we do it also together?
Both of the macro beats and micro beats? I agree we should do that. We'll do that after this little activity. All right, so repeat after me. Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Mi, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
Who's making the noises?
No, it's Daniel.
Who was it?
No, that's Daniel Admiral. No, that's Daniel. That's the other Daniel.
Don't do it again. Okay, if I knew who it was, I would make sure that they would get a full. Shh. All right, here we go. Repeat after me. Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Mi, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
Do, re, do.
Do, re, do.
Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Mi, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
All right. So this time, since you're doing so well today, I'm gonna do something a little bit harder. So I'm gonna show you the signs. I'm gonna show you the signs of the solfege, and you're going to sing it back to me. All right. So the only way you're gonna know what to sing is to look at my hand. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna do it first, and you sing. Do, re, mi. Right? Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
That's exactly right. Watch again. Watch again.
Do, re, mi.
Mi, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
Remember, so this is mi, this is re, this is do. Watch out. I'm going up like this to show you where I'm going. All right, watch again.
Do, re, mi.
There you go. We had it right over here. Watch again.
Do, re, do.
Very nice. We had it over here. Mi, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
All right, pretty nice. All right, so between now and the next few lessons, I've got to get everybody's evaluation. Shh. All right. Between now and the next few lessons, I've got to get everybody's evaluation on these tonal patterns that we just sang. So, before we move on, I would like to I would like to get about 4 or 5 people to sing them, and I will give you a little grade. If it's a 3 is the highest thing you can get. So you get a 3, that means your tonal patterns were accurate, you were singing in tune, and you were also using the right solfege syllable. All right? Solfege is what we were doing. Do, re, and mi. If you get a 2, which is not as high as a 3, that means your tonal pattern was okay, it was kind of accurate, but also it was still in tune and was still using the right solfege syllables. If you get a 1, it's probably because you're not paying attention, it's because you're not putting forth effort, and it's because you're not using your singing voice. Okay? Hopefully that won't be the case, but we will see. So I've got to get 4 or 5 people here today. Is there anybody who would prefer to go today? Okay, Jermaine, stand up. All right, repeat after me. Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Mi, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
There we go. That's very nice. All right, take a seat. How about silent applause for Jermaine? That's silent, silent. Nice job. Okay, where'd you go, Jermaine? There you are. All right. Yes. Stand up. What's your name again? Adnan. Where'd you go? Okay, there you go. Repeat after me. Mi, re, do. Do, re, do. Very nice. Take a seat, Adnan. Nice job. A silent applause for Adnan, please. Silent applause. Thank you very much. Yes. Stand up. What's your name? Brandon. Shh. What's your name?
Me?
No. Is it Daniel? H? What's it? Okay, so Daniel A. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. I'm sorry. Can you start over? What's your name? Brandon? Okay. Repeat after me. Do, re, mi.
Do, re,
Mi, re, do.
mi.
Who was singing?
Tina.
Okay. All right.
Do you need me to go, Mark? What's
Yeah.
I don't.
It keeps happening while I'm not looking. So
Oh my goodness.
I don't do this.
I gotta take 2. I've got 2 of mine that I've got to change, but I'll do it in a minute. Nice job, Brandon. Take a seat. That was very, very good. Silent applause for Brandon, please. Silent applause. Nice job. All right. Yes. Stand up. All right. What's your name? Dayon? Okay. All right. So repeat after me. Do, re, do.
Do, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
Fantastic job, Dayon. Take a seat. Silent applause for Dayon. Nice job. Nice job. All right. Couple more people. Let's see. Who do I want to get? Yes. All right. What's your name? Daniel H. Okay. Got it. All right. Repeat after me. Do, re, do.
Do, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
Mi, re, do.
Fantastic job, Daniel. Take a seat. Silent applause for Daniel. And last one, I'm gonna have you. Yes. All right. We're gonna get everybody in for the next few lessons. All right.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Do re mi,
Do, re, mi,
mi re do.
mi, re,
Try that one last one again. Mi re do.
do, mi, re,
Fantastic job, Aiden. Sit down. Nice job. Sound applause for Aiden. All right, we're gonna get the rest of you later at a later date. All right. So.
Now we're moving on to sing a song.
If we use oh, there we go. Thank you for being patient.
If you want to just write it next to it, and then after
Yeah.
class, I'll switch it out.
I gotta figure it out. Okay. All right. So stand up. We gotta do our song a little bit more. Thank you very much. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up, please. Stand up. Waiting on everybody to stand up. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can again. George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can. All right, Dan had a fantastic idea. We did our microbeats and macrobeats earlier, but let's see if we can do it at the same time. So we got down and down and down and down, and we're also doing All right, keep that going. Make sure you're doing that right. And here we go. George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can. All right, pretty good. I heard somebody singing wrongly. I feel like it's happening every single time I'm not looking. All right, so I think I figured it out. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
so
gonna-
now we're going to try to sing it together without microbeats and macrobeats. Here we go. Everybody, looking at the board. Looking at the board. All right, here we go. 1, 2, here we go. George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can. Without me.
George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can.
One more time.
George Washington, George Washington, he was a great, great man. When Americans wondered who would lead them, they said George Washington can.
All right, pretty good. Nice job. All right, so this is what we need to do. Are we ready for the surprise? All right, I think we're ready for the surprise. We just did the song, Jermaine. All right, so this is what we need. What's your name? Xavier. I need you to lead your line over here. So follow this way, and your line's gonna follow. Yep. Keep coming. Keep coming. Right there. Right there. Sit down and face me. All right. Go ahead. Sit down. All right. Sit down right beside him. Face me. Face me. All right. Sit down right there. Sit down right there. And that's good. All right. You guys are in line. All right. What's your name? Marlon, come around this way and make a second row. And come right behind Xavier and sit down and face me. This line's gonna be a second row.
You're not that lucky.
Keep coming, guys. All right, and these people will come right here and make a third row. All right? There you go. All right. Shh, we can't start until we're all quiet. So who remembers when I asked you why George Washington wasn't smiling?
Because he had no teeth.
Well, we might be learning about that right now.
Yeah, try to teach.
Thank you for those of you being quiet. All right. Today we're going to learn about George Washington's teeth. All right? So, that's going to get pretty interesting. George Washington's teeth. The Revolutionary War George hoped would soon be won, but another battle with his teeth had only just begun. George Washington rushed into town. The dentist heard his shout. Everybody looking up here. Hold still, he said, then gave a yank. A rotten tooth popped out. My friend, what is your name? Right here. He just stood up and faced me.
Who are you asking?
This person right here, what's your name? Yes? Daniel.
Okay, all boys, now that lets you know that Mr. Gatch expects everybody to sit up.
Sit up, everybody needs to sit
So
up.
if he has to ask it again, then you're losing a point.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Here we go. All that night George tossed and moaned. Another tooth was sore. But at the dawns he saddled up and galloped off to war. George reached New York as British ships invaded every port. Preparing for a fierce attack, his soldiers built a fort. Inside he rubbed his swollen gums with soothing oil of myrrh, until a sentinel cried out, "Here come the British, sir!" Charging on the field, George thought, "There's something in my mouth." He spat into his handkerchief. Another tooth came out. "This can't be happening," George gasped. "What if someone should see? If word got out I'm losing teeth, my men would laugh at me." While no one looked, he wrote a note his dentist would receive. "Please come," it said. "I'll need your help when I get home on leave." Back at home, George lost more teeth, till he had only 10. "Oh, Martha dear," George cried, "I fear I'll never eat again." Somebody please raise your hand and tell me how many teeth we have on the board. Yes.
10.
We have 10 teeth on the board. Interesting. She fed him much and pickled tripe, but when guests came to dine, he sneaked one of his favorite nuts. Then he had only 9. I need for you to take away one tooth and put it in the trash can. Very nice. All right, he's got 9 teeth. All right. Go sit down. Thanks. George crossed the icy Delaware with 9 teeth in his mouth. In that cold and pitchy dark, 2 more teeth came out. I need for you to take 2 teeth and put it in the trash can. There you go. There you go. Very good. All right. Snow fell on George at Valley Forge. His blue coat hung in tatters. By then he had only 7 teeth that couldn't even chatter. Yet bravely George led forth his men, coat and pigtail flying. While cannons boomed, he held his jaw and groaned, "I think I'm dying." The redcoats fled. George won the war, and when he returned alive, marked a check for 7 teeth, but counted only 5. How many teeth do we need to take away? Somebody say it.
2.
2. Very nice. Since you answered right, go ahead and take 2 teeth away. Very nice. All right. He hid the evening of her ball, ashamed his friends would see. That night the dentist came again. George lost another 3.
3. 3. 3. 2. 3.
Yes, can you take 3 teeth away?
I know it.
goodness, losing all our teeth.
Oh,
Poor George had 2 teeth in his mouth the day the votes came in. But the people had a president, but one afraid to grin. I wonder if that's why he's not smiling in all of his pictures. Interesting.
I think you gotta be.
A portrait artist came to George. He said, I know a trick. I'll pad your mouth with cotton balls to puff your sunken lips. Your sunken lips are like this. Like, kind of like a little person. Okay? George stood up to have a look. He fell back on his fanny. It doesn't look like me, he roared. It looks like Martha's granny. He yanked the cotton from his mouth and gasped, what have I done? The cotton held a rotten tooth. Now George had only one.
What?
Yes, sir. You take away 1 tooth.
That's nasty. Hey, if you put out 2 photos,
Man, we don't need that, buddy. All right, here we go. George still had that tooth that night. A knock came at the door. I've brought false teeth, the dentist said. Teeth that won't get sore. George put them in, but when he smiled, spring snapped against his tongue. Out flew those teeth. Ah, George shrieked. They've knocked out my last one. Yes.
What?
Exactly. Can you take away 1 tooth, please? So how many teeth do we have? 0 teeth.
That's why you don't smell. So he has 0 teeth.
Maybe there's another reason, too.
Or I say that's why he
Hey, that's good.
Because he has 0 teeth.
All right.
Or maybe another reason. He could swallow it.
All right. Oh no, George moaned. I'm toothless. He kept his mouth shut tight. He couldn't sleep. He paced the floor and prayed with all his might. If only I had teeth.